The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
And welcome back, everybody, to Cup number 71. My name's Linglad, and it's a pleasure once again to bring some Cup action to you. And we are actually kicking this one off with a ZVB, unsurprisingly. But looking forward to it, as we have in the top left-hand corner, Golden Aura, the orange Zerg's drones. For Team Panic, it's Mini Zerg. And in the bottom left, with the teal Protoss probes, for Team Hasu, it's Gref. And yes, you are correct, that is a forge. And has Mini Zerg seen this? Mini Zerg has seen this. I do not believe that it is a cannon rush, but it is a cannon rush nonetheless. Here we go. First photon cannon comes down on the low ground with a gateway, which is just there to reduce the amount of surface area possible on the cannon, as we have another photon cannon just on the edge of Creepy, and yeah, the Mini Zerg really trying to take down that assimilator to get the second gas, throw down a Roach Warren as quickly as possible, and probably gonna start to make Ravages, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be about as exciting as this cannon rush is going to get for now. Spawning pool finish, probably see a Roach Warren pretty much straight away. Spine Crawler, Roach Warren. As yeah, Mini Zerg is going to send this drone probably into the bottom left-hand corner to take the gold base, but apparently not. Mini Zerg has other plans. I'm gonna take the gold base, or just take the normal base in the top right. Cannon Rush isn't doing too much. Griff is gonna go scout around and see where Minizerg's drone has gone. But yeah, the Cannon Rush has been pretty stagnant, and yeah, Zealot has shown up. It's been built out of the proxy gateway, and there we go. It's quite an interesting start to Cup number 71. Still haven't seen any ravages being made. The gas is on the way. Yeah, Griff is going to see that this is the position of the hatchery, and yeah, we'll see what yeah, we'll see what's going to happen, as there's a stalker that's shown up, and the spine caller is just going to position a bit forward. Here we go, a couple of roaches pop out, and that is going to be good enough to get rid of the zealot, but quite a bit of damage has gone on to the spine caller. Here we go, stalker's just going to try bait this roach into photon cannon range. Yeah, this is yeah, quite an interesting start. I think it's just appropriate. It's just the probe nibbling on that hatchery in the top right hand corner. As yeah, Griff is looking to put a bit of pressure on here. Ravager getting target fired down. You don't want to lose that too early. Oh yeah, good micro here by Minizerg. Is micro the damage Ravager back, and yeah, gonna probably start to use this. Yeah, Ravagers to start profiling down these cannons. As soon as those stalkers step onto creep, the spine caller gets a shot off, which is good here for Minizerg. 4 Ravagers now, so oh, Prospars, good control by Minizerg. On the back of this, Griff hasn't actually done too much. He's got a little heart next to the cybernetics core, but yeah, Griff pretty much doubling down here. 4 shield batteries. This is yeah, this is going to be hard to break out of. I mean, yeah, probes starting to nibble away at the drones there, but Minizerg doing a good job of finally up to 6 Ravagers. Piling down these photon cannons, not letting the shield batteries get too much done, as 10 lings in production, well 6 more now as quite a few pop out, as yeah, Minizerg trying to get a little bit of cannon fodder here for these Ravagers to be able to get up close and personal with these cannons, but these stalkers are doing such a good job of zoning out these Ravagers. Quite a few of them are low HP already. Yeah, ling speed also on the way here. A few more Ravagers, okay. Cool. This one probe just being an absolute nuisance in the top right hand corner. That that drone has become an extractor. I think Minizerg might need a little bit more gas. There we go. Have the lings, roaches, ravagers going to push forward. Oh, corrosive bars. Expecting the stalkers to move back, but yeah, most of Minizerg's army now getting traded out. These cannons and shield batteries a little bit too powerful at the front here. Oh, good corrosive bar. He's going to connect with the cannon. Yeah, Minizerg in quite a bit of trouble, almost about to lose his main hatchery. Yep, there's no transfusion energy left on this queen, as yeah, the stalker is just going to be able to pick off the hatchery. This is just a really unfortunate unfortunate way to go in game number 1, as yeah, the drones are now transferring out to the hatchery on the other side, and yeah, that's pretty much how it goes sometimes. Gref with a successful contain on a cannon rush strategy, and that's going to be the first point on the board. Next map is going to be Oceanborn, so let's see if Minizerg can bring this back, or if Gref's going to take a swift 2-0 and book his first spot in the semi-finals. Yeah, both players ready. Go gets called, so we're gonna kick this one off. Oceanborn. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if Minizerg can bring this back, or if Gref is just gonna prove to be a little bit too much. MMR disparity between these two is quite significant, but that doesn't always mean too much. as we have in the bottom right hand side of Oceanborn. Once again, for Team Hasu with the blue Teal's Protoss probes, it's Gref. And in the top left, going for a cheeky 12 pull. For Team Panic, it's the orange Zerg player, Mini Zerg. Alright, looks like we're going to have two very swift games here. Two very swift games in the opening match of Cup 71. Cannon rush and a 12 pull. So let's see, good scouting time here by Graf, who once again is going to go for a cannon rush, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, Mini Zerg seeing these pylons, and it's a double probe here, so Graf really committing to this cannon rush. Yep, 6 drones getting pulled, 5 chasing, or 7 drones, 5 chasing. As yep, the Lings are now out and heading across to the other side of the map. 1 cannon and 2 pylons remain. Cannon's going to finish up as these drones run past, but yeah, I was going to say Gref definitely needs something back home. That cannon at the top of the ramp is going to be enough to defend this, and yeah, we'll see if Mini Zerg can get a transition out of this, or if it's just going to be much of the same with photon cannons and some stalkers, and if that's going to be the end of it. For Mini Zerg, I hope not. The gateway over here is quite nice, just to keep the surface area of the initial cannon down. But then what it does is it allows you to yeah, Lings are on the way back, because seeing their cannon at the front and the full wall off, yeah, not these Lings aren't going to get too much done on the other side of the map. So here we go, second gateway being proxied. As was that the third? Yeah, second gateway being proxied, and yeah, Mini Zerg just kind of has to expand somewhere else, and I quite like the fact that Mini Zerg's taking the base on Gref's side of the map, or has every intention of taking a base on Gref's side of the map. Right now, just trying to drone up and get fully saturated in the main, and hopefully make a defensive position from there. Spine crawl at the top of the ramp, a queen on defense. I'd like to see a second queen get added in here for Mini Zerg. And I'd like to see an expansion. I know you kind of rushing to get up to some sort of tech to make this hold a bit easier. Seeing the play in game number 1, I'm pretty sure Mini Zerg can expect much of the same in game number 2. Oh, gets us around on this Adept. The Adept's not going to be able to get out of there, and that's going to be a nice pick off for Mini Zerg. That's very cool. Only 1 spawn crawl at the top of the ramp. I think that's taking a bit of a chance. Yeah, Gref's now, Mini Zerg's now ready to take a third base. As, yeah, there we go, 300 minerals. Probably see that hatch get dropped down. There it is. And, yeah, Gref or Mini Zerg in a bit of a better position here. Gref back home, not looking to do too much. Still fully walled in, and Warp Gate is on the way. For Mini Zerg, I'd like to at least see another spawn crawl at the top of the ramp, and a second or even third queen. Queens are really a fundamental part of the Zerg's defense, and still seeing only 1 queen for injects is a bit of a risk. But what's good is Mini Zerg has this hatchery on the other on the east side of the map, and yeah, looks like yeah, Mini Zerg's trying to make a game out of this, as Gref once again is going for a huge contain. This time oh, these Lings are going to catch this probe, and that's going to be a boon in the side of Mini Zerg as Ling speed is going to finish up. We'll see if these Lings are going to be able to kill this probe before the probe finds the hatchery. And it is going to kill the probe before the probe finds the hatchery. So that's quite nice. Gref, on the other hand, is going to take Mini Zerg's natural. So there is going to be a bit of an expansion. And 2 lava out at the outer hatchery. But the Spire is about to finish up. And okay, the Spire is an interesting choice when you're going up against Stalkers and Cannons and the such. But I mean, when you look at the vision of Mini Zerg, he's sees what's going on the low ground with that creep tumor. Yeah, Stalkers are going to show up, and they're in sufficient numbers that they're able to deal with the 3 roaches in one. 3 roaches at the top of the ramp. Spine Crawler and some Lings are there, but now you see the warping Stalker, and these Stalker numbers are really high, and that's what I was saying, with an extra Queen and a couple extra Spine Crawlers at the top ramp. Now there's an extra Spine Crawler being built at the top of the ramp, but that's not going to last very long once these Stalkers get up there. Yeah, Ling's just trying to buy some time for the extra Spine Crawler, but Mutas are on the way. 4 Mutas on the map, and we are probably going to see a recall home of some of the Stalkers. A couple Zealots show up, and they are going to be the meat shield for these Stalkers. There we go, Spine Crawler gets picked off before it finishes up here, and these Mutalists need to get across the map and actually get some damage done. There we go, Photon Cannon. Okay, Gref is... I don't know if Gref has seen it. Gref looks like he's going to commit into the main base here. Spine Crawler gets taken out, and just shielding the army supply of the Gref is going to be too much here for Mini Zerg. Mutalisk shows up, and it's going to be part of the defense here, but okay, good transfuse onto the Mutalisk, keeping it alive for a little bit longer, but there's still 7 Stalkers in the Zealot. I mean, Gref has lost every single probe in the main base. Okay, one probe remains, but the same is going to be said of Mini Zerg, who unfortunately doesn't have any army at home. Looking at the units, there's 6 Mutalisks on the map, but yeah, Mini Zerg can lose pretty much the entire main base, and I think this is just going to be game. Unfortunately, not having, you know, 2nd or 3rd Spine Crawl at the top of the ramp to stop these Stalkers from getting in. And the 12 pool not paying off. 12 pool getting countered by the cannon rush. So yeah, and with a defensive setup like this, Gref is just going to be able to mine from this position here. There was 1 probe in the main. There isn't, but I mean, Gref can just continue mining and rebuild from there. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Mini Zerg, it's a swift 2-0 and a first round exit out of Cup 71. But I really like the second game in the 12 pool going up against the cannon rush, and then I just think that the defensive position of Gref could have been Mini Zerg could have been just that tiny little bit better. You can see not too much in production. 3 Mutalisks. Gonna try 3 Mutalisks gonna try to do something. Okay, alright, well Gref cannot build any more probes. Gref has no probes and cannot build any more. But the only mining base at Mini Zerg has been found. Yeah, this is gonna be it. These Stalkers are here in just high enough numbers that they'll be able to deal with absolutely everything that Mini Zerg has. The Mutalisks show up, and they're not gonna be able to get too much done in such low numbers. I mean, there are 8 Mutalisks, so I mean, there's kind of a world. Is there a lava? There is 1 lava. But yeah, I think that's going to be all she wrote. The drone's getting pulled in to fight here, but yeah, 3 Mutas remain, 7 Stalkers, 2 Mutas, 6 Stalkers. Yeah, this is going to be it, and as I said, unfortunately for Mini Zerg, yeah, once again, Zerg just taps out, and that's going to be it for yeah, Mini Zerg, as Gref goes on to get the 2-0. Beg your pardon, yeah. Gref getting the a swift 2-0 with some cheeky cannon rushes and stuff, but yeah, feel bad moment there for Mini Zerg, but Mini Zerg I think did much better in the in the second game than the first. So let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can find something to hop into, because that was a really quick series, and I don't think anyone else is. I don't think anyone else is. It's quite possible some of them are still playing their very first game. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Anyways, how is everybody doing? I mean, it's not a super rough start to Cup, but we have had more mild starts. Yeah, what did you guys think of those games? All right, let's see. Let's see what we can find. Bum, bum, bum. Actually, in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll throw on the bracket, le bracket, and yeah, you guys can have a look at what Cup 71 looks like for now. As there we go. As you can see, we've got 2 results in. Game number 3 and game number 4, both very quick 2-0s. We'll see if yeah, we'll see if we can find something for your perusal and for our entertainment. Yeah, that was yeah, that was a pretty a little bit of a rough series. I have no idea. Excuse me. I have no idea how the Hatsu replicant series went, but seems like it was just as quick. So. Let's see if I can hop into this. Alright, I might have a I might have a series. Nice. Here we go. Okay, we have a series. I've been added to a party. There is a lobby. Wonderful, wunderbar, nice. So we are in the lobby of Captain Fish and Lambus. So Okay, looks like I'm gonna be hosting. So we have a nice. All right, cool. All right. Apologies for my silence there. We have it sorting out lobbies and hosting. Someone had to reconnect, so we changed host, and it looks like we're good to go. We're gonna have some TVZ action on site Delta. No idea what the scores are or who is winning. I shall ask in the beginning of the game. But yeah, at least we have a series, and hopefully I haven't held up the players too much by just jumping in. So yeah, let's at least we get some good StarCraft, and we'll probably continue the win of this going into the series against Nicaract, and then hopefully do both semis. So so yeah, let's see how we get this, how this turns out. But it looks pretty promising, thanks to Captain Fish and Lambus. So let's see, let's see. All right, well, we are in, and we shall be. Okay, let's hop into this. As in the bottom right hand corner from Team Fish, it is the Red Terran player, Captain Fish. And letting us know what the score is, it's Lambus 1-0. The green Zerg player in the top left hand corner for Team Void. Devoid? Yeah, Devoid. Lambus. Alright. So let's have a look at what we've got here so far. No cheese. Seems like the first two series that went down today were all cheese, and now no cheese. Just looks like a 16, 18, 17 hatch gas pool. Everything is as it should be. SCV on the way across, on the way to the other side of the map as the Reaper's building on at home. And yeah, it's a pretty stock standard TVZ opener. Captain Fish not expecting any sort of 12 pools or really early Zerg rushes, going for that low ground CC, not trying to be super safe. Sees the timing of the hatchery, and yeah, he's just going to head off home as the Reaper makes its way across the map. SCV is just going to hang around and see where that drone goes. Drone is going to head up here and is going to get the hatchery down before the SCV block happens. That's pretty good timing here for Lambus as the lanes pop out, and looks like one lane might go down. Okay, maybe not. Losing no links, even though those links popped out, and I thought the links might just get us around on that Reaper, but yeah, on the back of this, we've gone into a factory. Reactor coming on the barracks. Reaper takes quite a bit of damage, but he's going to be able to get out of there with one kill. So yeah, reactor on the barracks as the factory is building down into a 1-1 into a 3cc. We'll see if this is He's going to lift off and do a little swapperoo, which is exactly what's going to happen. Probably see a couple of Hellions. As, yeah. Let's see what's going to be. What's it going to be? The choice is nothing yet. An orbital on the way, 3rd CC. It is going to be double Hellion to pair up with the Reapers. The Queen is just positioned off a creep here. Not going to, yeah, not going to chase that Reaper away. A couple Queens, Lambus. Yeah, starting to spread that creep, keeping the first 2 creep tumors alive is really important for early game Zerg, and we can just see the Queen count just jumping up 4 Queens, 3 more in production. Lambus really just prioritizing the early game Queens. Now you see an influx of Lings, and yeah, on the back of this, it's going to be a Banshee, which is a really good unit for defending early game Hellions. It's going to be Cloak Banshee, okay. Not Hellions, for defending against like an early roach timing attack. Which I don't think we're going to see, but it wouldn't be impossible. Lair is on the way, so there we go. Oh, 2 Hellions and a Reaper. Get the active creep tumor, which is quite nice. Nice little win there for Captain Fish, trying to slow down the spread of that creeper. Terran has rotates around onto the high ground here, but isn't going to be able to get rid of that creep tumor there. Cloak for the Banshee is about halfway done. Stim has just started. There's another 2 racks get added on here. Lambus comes in with a clutch overlord timing, and he's going to see exactly what's going on here. Sees the tech lab on the starport spinning. Can pretty much only mean one thing at this time of the game, and that's going to be Cloak Banshee. So triple spore on the way, and Lambus just making all the correct decisions. Scan comes down. He's going to be able to pick up a couple of these active creep tumors. Cost of 1 Hellion though, so not 3 and 3 Queens are up here on the high ground for another Hellion. So okay, so it's only going to be the extra cost of 2 Hellions. But slowing down that creep is really important for Captain Fish, letting the Zerg get too much creepers. There we go. Hellion is going to come in from the top side. I was going to wonder if Lambus is going to take a 4th and 5th base simultaneously. He's taking the 4th on the 9 o'clock position. Nothing queued up just yet in the top right hand side. There's only going to be a single Banshee though. Double Banshee. Where is the second Banshee though? Second Banshee poised at home defensively. Oh no, it's heading up here to the right as the first Banshee comes in. Is cloaked as the Spore Crawler is going to turn around, and okay, Captain Fish diligently turning off the cloak, trying to save that energy as the Hellions and Reaper dive in once again and just deny the spreading of this creep in the middle of the map, which is really good for the Terran player. Queen's moving around, 4th base on the way is 1-1 is on the way here for the Terran player, and combat shields. Right now no Evo chambers, well there's 1 Evo chamber but nothing currently researching here for the Zerg player. Lambus just trying to macro up, 10 more drones on the way. Beg your pardon. As the double Banshees come in, they are going to pick off 4 drones, which is pretty clutch. I'd like to see Lambus maybe add a Spore Crawler on the right hand side. Just going to throw down a macro hatchery as yeah, there's a bit of a Terran force pushing up the middle here. There's only 5 Marines, a tank, 5 Hellions and a Reaper, so it's not a tiny little force, but it is not something to just throw a few units away at. Tank seizes up off a creep, and that is quite far back. Captain Fish in the meantime taking the 3rd base. Dropping mules and yeah, getting somewhere. It's just Ling Queen at the moment as the 2nd Evo chamber is about to finish up. +1 Carapace is on the way. Quite late in terms of like upgrades, but I mean at least it's something. Reaper gonna hop up and hop off and hop up once again. Okay, just gonna trade out the Reaper. Captain Fish is yeah, looks like it's just gonna be a bit of a bioplace. Only building 1 medevac at a time, even though the reactor's on the starport, producing tanks. Looks like this game's settling down a bit. Oh, looks like someone's lagging out. Oh no. Looks like Lambus is lagging. It's quite possible that Lambus has DC'd. We might have to resume this from a replay. We'll see what's the dealio. Oh, okay. It seems like we're back. Seems like we're back. Captain Fish is. Yep, looks like we're back. Okay, so Captain Fish is sieging up on this sort of like top middle section. Some more units coming in from the south side, but there's 23 Banes in production. So gonna be slow Banes. Yeah, gonna be slow Banes. With +1 carapace, so here we go. Queens are gonna start to do a little bit of pushing on the front here. Siege tank is gonna fire Hellions. Link's gonna come in here for the surround. Links do actually manage to take out the tank, because these Queens are now on the just off a creep. Spore Crawler is still in a really good position here in the back of the main bases, but these two Banshees aren't getting too much done. There's Overlord getting picked off at the peeping tower, and yeah, looks like Captain Fish is just going to back off with a 40 supply advantage, almost 40 supply advantage, and yeah, Lambus with that little bit of DC or a little bit of connectivity issues is yeah, looks to be back in the game. I'd like to see him take a 5th base, maybe even a 6th. Use these queens, get some creep spread going. 3 quite high energy queens. Would be good to see some creep getting spread over here. I do wonder where these queens are off to, because yeah, Captain Fish has done a really good job of just denying the creep in this area, and that's a huge fireball. Baneling speed is on the way, and Captain Fish is doesn't know it yet, but getting a little bit of an answer timing with oh, okay. Banshees are now taken care of, which is I think a bonus to both players. You'd like to have that you'd like to have the Banshees to come in when you're attacking on the front, but at the same time good pre-splits here by Captain Fish. Is kind of expecting the surround. The surround does come in here. Links, Banelings, the Siege tank's getting quite a few good shots off, as a lot of these Banelings get taken out before they connect with anything. Captain Fish hitting from 2 sides here. Okay, Medevac are going to pick up and get out of there at the 3rd base, but yeah, still quite a few Marines here. Here come the reinforcements though. 2 tanks and a whole bunch of Marines coming in. Reinforcements. 34 Lings in production. Banelings +1 melee is about to be done, as well as the 2-2 is about to finish up here for Captain Fish. Captain Fish is going to hit a huge timing here, a huge power spike, as here we go, going to be able to come in from 2 different sides. Marines are just sort of like kiting, just gonna kite these Lings and Banes towards the edge of creep, where there's a double siege tank. Siege tanks here now pushing in the middle. Captain Fish doing a really good 1-2 punch here. Siege tanks have set up here, and Captain Fish is sort of on the entrench here. Ooh, Bailey is getting good connections on the Marines, as yeah, the OV farm is under fire here a little bit. Things are sort of streaming in, and I think Captain Fish is just going to do enough to tie up the series, because Bailings are running down, and they are going to get really good connections, but Captain Fish is going to lose this 3rd bases. Lambus is going to lose the 3rd base. Captain Fish is double the army supply at the moment, and encroaching on the 3rd. The 5th base is being taken, but it's a bit late now, as yeah, these 2 tanks from the south side are going to join up with the first 2 tanks, and here we're going to see a little bit of leapfrog going on. Yeah, Lambus in some really hot water at the moment. 4 tanks. See just a little leapfrog. Here we go. Baneling show up there. I'm going to clean off these Marines, so that's kind of what Lambus needed, but no, double the supply in total now, with 4 times the army supply. Captain Fish in a really good position. 7 tanks here, Marines, 9 Marines, 3-3 on the way. Captain Fish not missing a beat here. 3-3, yeah. Lambus right to calling GG, and Captain Fish gonna top the series. Yeah, I mean that was a yeah, that was a well played series there by Captain Fish. Lambus was in a pretty good position. Lambus in a pretty good position, but unfortunately just not able to replace Oceanborn. Unfortunately, not able to replace the creep or get any sort of like backstabs done. I mean, he was sitting with a lot of lings at a time there, which could have been sent across the map to try take care of the reinforcements and slowly start to whittle down the attack at the front. But just allowing those reinforcements to build up at home and yeah, okay. Alright, Lambus is going to try to sort out the internet. He says it's getting really bad lag, and we'd hate to see it affect the ace map between these two. So, yeah, Lambus is just going to take a few minutes to try to fix the internet connection. Captain Fish says he's fine with it. So, cool. We're just going to take a few minutes to try to get this sorted. So actually I'm going to grab some more water. I'll be back in a few seconds for some more TVZ action. So let me just grab some water and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Alright, well, it's nice to see the series going the distance, going to the ace match. We'll see if we'll see when Lambus gets back and yeah, we'll see when Lambus gets back, and hopefully we can get this series underway. As I said, we might just follow this series on into the Nicarak series. And then, not too sure if Azura is battling it out with Defiance yet, but probably. So, yeah, might be a little bit of a wait, but we'll see, and we'll try to keep these games flowing. Nice. Okay. Return to lobby. Yeah, so we just hanging around, just chilling. How is everybody doing on this lovely Saturday evening? Yeah, just chilling, enjoying the London sunshine. yeah, not bad weather here. Rain's been on and off, if I'm honest, so it's been a good day to be inside. Yeah, we still waiting for Lambus to get back. As we yes, we just hang out. Just having some snacks in the break. Glad I had the opportunity to get some water. Yes, yeah, been pretty good. Not good to postpone cup, but I'm glad we did, so we could get nice 10 player turnout for this, and 11 I think. Wait a second, yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 player turnout, quite nice. I do hope Lambus comes back in time and we're able to resume this series. Would be kind of bad for Captain Fish to go through on just a technicality, which I doubt. These two look to have played a pretty good game, so yeah, we shall see. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay, alright. It's been 6 minutes, so 6 minutes and counting. Yeah, if you guys are just hanging around, well, we got some time. If you want to head over to our Twitter, our X page, and give us a follow. Would be much appreciated. You'll get notified when we go live and when we're hosting tournaments or just sort of any sort of information. Alright, great news, Lambus is back. Hopefully the internet woes are sorted. Cool. Request to join the party. Here we go. Looks like we might be underway. Just waiting for one more go. Yeah, here we go. Game number 3, ace match between Captain Fish and Lambus is underway. countdown has begun. Alright. Time to get serious. Sit up straight. Stop snacking. Have some water and get ready to cast what should be a banger of a of a game. If anything, of the last game is if the last game is anything to go by, we could be in for some fun. And speaking of fun, we hope this man's able to have some fun and his internet's not being a bit of a you know what. In the bottom right hand corner, the green Zerg player, team devoid, Lambus. And in the top left, the red Terran SCVs for Team Fish. That's Captain Fish. So yeah, pretty standard openers. We hope all goes well. We hope all goes well for Lambus's internet. And we get to see a good steady game between these two in what will be the final map for one of these players. Yeah, standard openers so far. I don't think anyone's surprised to see a standard opener in TVZ in this high level. I think most of the time the cheese comes out when you think your opponent is very good or very bad. It's generally when the cheese comes out, and with how the first two games started, I'm not surprised. Yes, SCV for Captain Fish once again, just going to be patrolling outside the natural base, and yeah, it looks like it's going to get the block off this time on the hatchery. Lambus must be super annoyed by that because the Reaper's about to show up. And that's going to be a dead drone. Bang! Reaper and the SCV survives. Reaper with the first kill. Captain Fish must be feeling very happy about that start. Gets a second kill. Trying to work through the drone. Isn't going to get the block off. That's really unfortunate for Captain Fish, but really fortunate for Lambus. Losing a second drone there, and definitely not ideal. Lambus feeling super confident to throw down that creep tumor in the Reaper's face. Lambus had a really good mid game in that last game, but just wasn't able to defend the push from Captain Fish. Captain Fish didn't miss a single beat. In terms of production and upgrades and just producing what needed to be produced, Lambus going for Ling Bane, like a really delayed Ling Bane, Ling Speed, delayed +1. It's a super macro focused build there by Lambus, and yeah, unfortunately the timing from Captain Fish just a bit too much, and yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Reacted Hellions, let's have a look what's going on. Reacted Hellions into 3rd CC, Starport on the way. Nothing too crazy. I thought the Hellion and Reaper were going to have a little bit of a dive in there. Oh, Lambus being very adventurous with these two creep tumors. Very lucky that Captain Fish decided to just back off a little bit, waiting for the extra 2 cars to show up. Okay. Okay. Lambus with 18 lings in production. I wonder if he's just going to be defensive lings or if the counter attack is going to come in here. 2 more cars. Actually, the helium production is almost non-stop here. There we go. One of the active creep tubers gets taken out. Another active creep tuber gets taken out. So there we go. Captain Fish finally starting to get a little bit of damage done. Reducing the creep spread a little bit here towards the north side of the, or just outside the natural. These queens have a bit of energy. They could throw down some creep tubers. Now it's not the time. A lot of cars there, but now we got two more creep tubers coming down here. 4th base on the way. So Lambus is playing okay. Once again, we're gonna go in for the cloak banshees. Yeah, that overlord skeleton is just flying off into space. Cloak banshee stem, so much of the same as what we saw in the second game. I'm not too sure about the first one. Active creep tumor remains here, which is a boon on the side of Lambus, but yeah, quite a few units. I'd say quite a few units. 1 Hellion gets taken out there. A lot of these 2 Hellions. A strong gust of wind away from dying. There we go, Lings going to get. I mean, this wouldn't be a bad fight for the Lings. I mean, the Hellions and Reapers all quite badly damaged. Okay, Lings are also quite bruised, but not too crazy. If Lambus is going to play this Ling Bane style, the bailing nest seems a bit earlier than last time. Like to see a macro hatch pretty early on, or a quick first base, but there we go, bang on time. An early macro hatch. Gas is 4 and 5. I think that is still missing 1 in the main. Yeah, Gas is 4 and 5. And 11 more drones going up to the 60 drone mark. Maybe a bit slow to drone, but definitely doesn't want to be dying to anything. With the units, 17 lings, which actually wouldn't be bad. I mean, there's 3 lings heading off to the north side here, but this 3rd base is relatively unprotected. Okay. As I say, that's some unit show for defensive, but right now Captain Fish doesn't look to be pushing out. Doesn't want to be aggressive. And sort of just letting Lambus do whatever he wants. Lambus should take this opportunity to drone up really hard. 8 more drones in production. Wouldn't be a bad idea to take a 5th base. Double cloak banshee showing up here as doesn't look like much has been done. Okay, 4th CC gets thrown down. Looks like we're going to head into sort of like a mid-game timing as upgrades will finish up here. 1-1 is done for Captain Fish. Combat shields as also. It's going to be 1-1 combat shield stim pack. Bios. The plus 1 vehicle weapons is also on the way. Okay. Double cloak banshee comes in here. Picks off creep tumor. And just tucks off into the corner. So just sort of like at the bottom of the 3rd base. Captain Fish gonna pick up this overseer, which is quite nice. Just denying Lambus the scouting ability. Or denying Lambus the ability to know when he's going to push out, so. Okay. Hydralisk Den. Complete. Muscular augments on the way, so it is going to be Lingbane Hydra, which I quite like against the Hellbats, but I mean, this push with 4 tanks and a hell of a lot of bio. Just showing up onto creep now, so units sort of like push each other on. Lambus now aware of this, as the creep split is good. There's a Lingbane surround that's sort of being prepped over here, which is quite nice. There's some marines to protect the tanks, which is good here for Captain Fish. This 5th base is going to, yeah, I was going to say hopefully get cancelled. does get cancelled just in time. And there we go. Link coming. I think it's going to be a huge attack here by Lambus. Link Bane coming in from the top and from the bottom. This is going to get cleaned up really well here. Tank's going to unsiege, but not in time. Here we go. Link's going to push on forward. Without the Bailing Hydra support, this Marine should be able to stand and fight. Yeah, Captain Fish sort of just backing off here. Hydralisks do show up. They do pick up a medevac. That's going to be a little bit of healing loss there, but yeah, unfortunately for Lambus, overstaying his welcome, and his last Hydralisk get picked off as both teams have their armies reset. Lambus with that macro hatchery would be good to try to take a fifth again. Lambus with the macro hatch going to be able to replenish the army a little bit faster. 76 drones, and you can see only 4 lava, as there is a queen per hatchery. So Lambus doing a good job of spending the lava. A couple links just stopping this CC from landing, which is a nice little trick, a scan, an offensive scan here for Captain Fish to just see exactly what's going on the side of Lambus. Just sees Lingbane harder for now. Groove spawns and muscular augments both done for the Hydralisks, as the infestation pit is on the way, and probably see a hive soon as well. So yeah, Lambus spreading their creep. Would be good to open up these rocks and some spare time with just a handful of Marines that are going to stem forward, start to clear a little bit of this creep, and sort of like let Lambus know that there may or may not be an attack. Oh, fighting into this choke point, these tanks getting huge connections, but yeah, Bailings, I think a lot of the Bailings getting wasted on these tanks as here come the reinforcements for Captain Fish. Captain Fish in a strong position, 30 more lings in production. There's 2-2s on the way here, 2-2s already finished for Captain Fish, so the upgrade advantage is there. Captain Fish trying to press the issue. One Bailing connecting before the tanks are seized, as his Hydralists now have to sort of head back as some units are streaming in from different sides. Good control there by Lambus, setting those lings on the tanks so these Hydralists can start to work through these Marines. Tanks shelling away, and tanks are doing such a good job. 5 kills, 4 kills. I mean, definitely some lost tanks in the battle that have done so much work. A little bit of friendly fire from the tanks, but yeah, Lambus in a little bit of difficulty. 54 links in production, so I mean, not too crazy. One queen and one Hydralisk doing a good job of shooting this back. Tanks are going to siege, but the links are going to jump on them really quickly. There's Marines and Marauders left here. 3 medevacs, so a couple of queens caught off the creepers. And we've got some lings in production, not many now. There's 36 on the field. Yeah, Captain Fish smelling blood in the water. Transfuse on the hatchery. As more reinforcements are streaming in here. 38 more lings in production. This is really tight. Captain Fish just trying to keep the foot flat on the gas here. 3-3 on the way. Concussive shells, good transfusions, keeping these queens alive, keeping the hatch alive for a little bit longer, but this third hatch is going to go down. So many lings streaming across here. Tanks not sieging as a Bailing connects, and that is going to be a pretty important Bailing. One tank is going to remain. Captain Fish trying to empty the medevac to pick up the second tank, but looks like Lambus is just enough to hold on here. Wow, what an engagement that was. Wow. That was pretty intense. On the back of this, Captain Fish has taken a 4th base. Lambus in a little bit of trouble, also down to 4 bases. Going to retake the 3rd, as it looks like Captain Fish is going to pick up and boost off, and hopefully get some drop damage. The Marauder count's getting quite high. 12 Marauders and 28 Marines. Marauder count is getting quite high. Medevac's gonna push forward out. These Marines are just chilling on creep, just saying hello as a stray Hydralisk is going to get into contact with 3-2 Marines plus 3 armor is on the way, as it's still only with 2-2 here. The one swarm host, accidental swarm host, Hydralisk's going to be able to pick up that tank, and one is going to be able to get out of there, so that is a boon. Ultra Cavern's on the way. Lambus is saying, I have Hive, I need to get some Hive upgrades. Really hoping to have something that's going to swing the favors. 21 Banelings are in production, but this 5th base is under siege, which is going to go down without a fight. The unit's going to be able to pick off, I was going to say, going to be able to pick off the drones. Drones are going to evacuate to the top side, which is just going to force this army to split up a bit. As yeah, Lingbane Hydra not getting the job done here. Ultralisk Cavern finishes up as Chitinous Plating gets fired up. 3 Ultralisks, so until that Chitinous Plating is done, the Ultralisks are going to be a little bit squishy, but here we go. Yeah, Lambus just trying to get Captain Fish to just back off for a bit. Captain Fish is maxed with 9 more workers and 70 more army. Unfortunately, I don't see Lambus in a good position at all in production. Got a couple ghosts being added on here. Captain Fish is playing such a good game 2 and game 3. Lambus in the world of trouble as there's 4 ultras. Chitinous Plating about 40% of the way done, so it's not over till it's over. But here comes the reinforcing push from Captain Fish as. Yeah, first Ultralisk pops up here, is going to get absolutely massacred before anything can happen. Both Ultras get picked off so quickly without Chitinous Plating, without +3 Carapace. The Ultras just on Sir Ultra, and I feel kind of bad here for Lambus. GG, well played, good luck, it's the ball, and yeah, looks like Captain Fish is going to bring it back from a 1-0 down to get 2-1 victory. He's going to go on to face Nicarak, so well done to Captain Fish. Yeah, what a game there. What a game by Captain Fish, just showing how strong Terran Bio can be. As yeah, we are going to look to get yeah, we're going to try to get the next series loaded up and ready to go. Let's see if we can get Nicarak in. Oof, okay. So looks like Nicarak is ready to go. Yeah. Yeah. Nicarak's ready to go. Captain Fish is ready to go. Gonna have some TVT action for you guys, so I hope you're looking forward to this. Captain Fish says 5 minutes Nico, so we shall see exactly what that means. Hopefully not a 5-minute series, but yeah, let's see. Alright, as we have in... I mean, there was no map preference, so I picked Dynasty on behalf of the CSO Cup. And in the bottom left-hand corner for Platinum Heroes, it's Platinum Heroes. Blue Terran player, the GM, Nicaract. His opponent in the top right, Captain Fish, 14 Fish, Red Terran SCVs once again. Captain Fish. Dun dun dun. As I mentioned earlier, you generally only see the cheese when you think you are that much better than your opponent, or you are that much worse than your opponent. And yeah, here we go. See double proxy racks coming out of Nicaract. Double proxy racks, double gas. We are going to see fireworks. Haha! Captain Fish gets the scout, sees what's up. Captain Fish sees what's up. 3 racks. Nicaract not playing around. 3 racks. Nicaract. You like to see a bunker. There we go. Bunker time. Defensively positioned factory. It's going to be triple racks Reaper. It's going to be pretty hard to defend. But with that early bunker and the scout, that's exactly what Captain Fish needed. Nicaract needs to slow this. Oh, there we go. Nicaract, I think, gets the first shot. Nicaract does get the first shot. Oh, good control there by Captain Fish, keeping that Reaper alive. Gonna get a little bit of a regen outside of combat. Never mind. Not gonna get any regen on that. The regen just started. Here we go. Double knock the rack. Excuse me. Nicaract 1-0. Alright, we gotta get the maps no one plays. Captain Fish has chosen Ghost River. Nicaract's ready. Captain Fish is changed from 5-minute Nico to 4-minute Nico. Nicaract just showing just the strength in. As yeah, Ghost River is our. Oh no, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, Ghost River is going to be the next map, and quite possibly the last. Let's just play in the top right-hand corner with the red Terran SCVs. It's just absolutely brutal for Platinum Heroes once again. Nicaract. And his opponent in the top right side of Ghost River. Blue Terran SCVs. The colors have changed, but we'll see if the scores do. It is the Blue Terran player for Team Fish, Captain Fish. Nicaract this time, choosing to build the yeah, Nicaract choosing to build the barracks at home in the correct place. Yeah, we finally have a SCV just heading across the map, just going for a cheeky wander. Just a little wonder to see what Captain Fish is up to. Fish gonna close the door and say, nope, you shall not pass. You shall not pass. As Captain Fish himself has gone for a scout, and he's going to scout that there will be a Reaper. Well, the first of all sees that barracks is at home, which is a good start, and yeah, sees that there is a factory. So Captain Fish is gonna know that his build order is the exact same as Nicorette. So that's a good start. As the Reaper of Nicorette is gonna make its way across the map. Captain Fish has taken a risk to not go for a Reaper instead. I was gonna say has gone for a reactor first, but the reactor would have been done a long time ago. And Captain Fish has actually gotten the first shot off. So the yeah, the beginning of that engagement goes to Captain Fish, who is going to get three shots off onto the Reaper of Nicorette. And Nicorette not getting anything done with this early game Reaper, which is good. And Captain Fish once again just getting a yeah, just getting the little early game win. Captain Fish should be feeling a lot better with the beginning of this game compared to the last one. Yes, there we go. Everything is as it should be. It's a cyclone follow up here for Captain Fish, who's gonna head out into the middle of the map. There are 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions just chilling at the top of the ramp here for Nicorette. So Captain Fish, don't do it, don't do it. No! Captain Fish gonna lose 1 Reaper immediately. Other 2 Reapers get away. That's yeah, good for Captain Fish, because yeah, you want to be keeping as many units alive as possible. Yeah, Nicorette coming across the map with 3 Hellions and 5 Reapers. Excuse me, 2 Cyclones. Gonna be able to, yeah, with a good Reaper grenades, I'm gonna be able to push these units back momentarily. But here we go. Reaper grenade gonna be able to move these units around. A couple SCVs get picked off here, but the Cyclone stays alive. The SCVs go down. As yeah, Nicorette is looking to put the pressure on. Three Reapers, enough to 2-shot. Yeah, enough to 2-shot SCVs. It's not down to 2 Reapers. The Cyclone is in danger of going down. Nicorette knows that. He's now going to be able to come back in, get the Cyclone. Yeah, Nicorette says interference matrix finishing up here. Interference rate matrix for Captain Fish is only starting now, but yeah, Captain Fish in not a bad position. I say not a bad position, but Nicorette is up 12 workers at the moment. 2 Reapers have hopped into the main. Unfortunately, Captain Fish not able to cut them off at the jump up spot, but yeah, looks like there are Marines that are going to get surrounding these Reapers. That is going to be a clean up by Captain Fish. There we go, clean up by Captain Fish. Justice. But, and there is a big but, Nicorette is almost double the workers. Army supplies are fairly similar, but double Raven and double the workers is not a position you really want to be going up against as Captain Fish. Marine sort of lets him know that something's coming. There is a tank on the high ground, but that's not in a position to defend this choke going into the natural. As yeah, Nicorette is just going to siege up over here. Okay, one of the auto turrets gets taken out quite nicely by the tank. Good auto turret here by Captain Fish is going to get a little bit of damage on this tank, but that's not going to be too much. Here we go. First tank shell goes off on. Oh, unlucky for Captain Fish. Siege tank sieging just in range of the siege tank and Nicorette, and that's going to get taken out here. Oh, good scan. Okay, just extending the range of the siege tank as the CC. Okay, the refinery is going to go down. It's not that big of a deal, but triple Raven Cyclone. I think I should never have survived so long against you, says Captain Fish, and that is going to be 2-0 to Nicorette, who I think we are going to be following. So Yeah, well done to Nickrak getting the 2-0. Captain Fish, well done for sticking in as long as you did, man. GG's, well played. Yeah, nicely done there by Nickrak. A swift 2-0, but yeah, Captain Fish has put up a bit of a fight, and let's go. Let's see if we can get. No, it doesn't want to let replicant in for some reason, but yeah, we're gonna follow. Yeah, we're gonna try get Nickeract vs replicant. There we go. No, okay. There we go. We're gonna get this next series underway. It's gonna be Nickeract vs replicant. Yeah, Nickeract vs replicant. We're just gonna look to kick off the vetoes. Okay, Oceanborn, Alcyone, and Ghost River are going to be the maps. They have already been selected, which is pretty cool. These guys are not yet to mess around. Yeah, ready, go. That's it. No holding up, no nothing. Nickeract and replicant. We're gonna see who faces off. Azuro, who's already made it through to the finals with a 2-1 victory over Gref. So we will see which of these two players it's going to be. A little bit of TVT action, so we could be here for quite a while. We could be here for a while, or we could be here for a very short time. We shall see, as we have spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn for Team HTT. It is the Blue Terran player, Replicant. And in the bottom right-hand corner for Platinum Heroes, the red SCVs, once again, it's Nickeract. All right. Once again, as you can see, there are two buildings being built on the map that usually don't go there. Once again, Nickeract starting the TVT series off with some proxy shenanigans. So let me just get into a position to follow what could quite possibly turn out to be chaos. As not too sure about Replicant, but yeah, Captain Fish didn't expect to last as long as he did in game number 2. Wasn't off of a proxy, but yeah, Yeah, the proxy 3 racks from Nicaract was quite powerful and was a very quick game number 1. This time it's going to be proxy marauders. So something a little bit different, maybe showing a little bit more respect to Replicant. But yeah, proxy concussive shell marauders, this can quite often catch people off guard. Replicant didn't go for any sort of scouting SCV, so living a bit dangerous. Did go Marine first. Oh, and Replicant keeping both of these units at home. I mean, just one scouting SCV would have told Replicant exactly what he needed to know. Right, here we go. Marine, Reaper, Hellion all at the top of the ramp. See what Replicant's defense is going to be like as this triple Marauder is about to walk into the main base. Okay, 5 SCVs get pulled, which I think is the correct number to defend this. Fourth Marauder shows up, but the number whittles down to 3. Flash damage from these Hellions is doing quite a bit. Fourth Marauder shows up, but the number whittles down to 3. Yeah, it looks like it's a continuous Marauder production. Factory being built back at home. Yeah, Replicant is banging up into a few more units. Using the SCVs to tank, but good focus fire here by Nicaract is now going to start working through his SCVs as they try to run away. So far 7 SCVs going down here. Cyclone shows up and that's going to be a boom from the high ground. Replicant really trying, I was going to say Replicant really trying to turn this into an orbital. It is going to get set on fire, so it's going to take a little bit of continuous damage. But yeah, Nicaract pushing up onto the high ground. There's only 2 Marauders left. 2 Marauders might be enough just to get this done. Third Marauder shows up as the Alien gets the focus fire down. Citizen's arrest happens on one of the Marauders. Nicaract going to be taxed with some micro as yeah, the CC still burns. Another Marauder shows up and yeah, Nicaract just killing SCVs so far. Replicant down to 15 SCVs when at the beginning of this attack he had the SCV lead. A Banshee shows up and that's going to be a correct call here for this defense. Cyclone Banshee getting an SCV repairing that CC Replicant. And the Banshee Cyclone is... Oh, Banshee! Oh, Banshee comes in just too late to save that Cyclone, but yeah, Replicant, you're gonna have to get an SCV on this dude. Yep, yeah, there we go. Replicant gets the SCV on the repair and yeah, saves the CC. Nicaract expecting to get the game done with that is only going to start a second CC now. I beg your pardon, second CC about to finish up before, well, I'd say about to finish up, about to get underway. I like the Viking out of Nicaract. The Viking out of Nicaract is definitely the correct call. Banshee can try to take on the Cyclone, but I think the Cyclone might just win that one out, and does. Yeah, Replicant doing a pretty stellar job at holding there. He's slowly starting to catch up in the SCV count, so Nicaract not too far ahead at the moment, and Replicant has that natural CC that's lifted off. It is smoking, it's still not in a great position, but Replicant is mining off of a second base just as Nicaract is about to start mining off of the second base, so that's yeah, not too bad. This Viking's just chilling up on the north side as yeah, Nicaract not going to be able to get in there. Viking is going to land and yeah, that's going to be some SCV harass, which is not something you kind of expect. One of the Cyclones goes down. Siege Tank says not today. As yeah, Viking is just going to deny constant mining on this main base of Replicant. Just been super annoying. Okay, Cyclone shows up, and that is going to be cleaned up eventually, which is quite good. On the other side, yeah, tank, the injured tank and 2 Marines aren't actually going to get much done. Yeah, this TVT is getting all spicy. Hmm? Yeah, TVT getting super spicy. Here we go. Tank land sieges up as that's gonna be a good show. Gets quite a few kills before it gets taken out. Replicant trying to take the game to Nicaract, which is something that I really admire. Nicaract, such a crazy good player. Replicant up 8 workers at the moment. That's quite a boon. Cyclone shows up, doesn't actually get the lock on the Banshee, but the Viking shows up, and that's going to be Banshee gets one more kill before it gets taken out. Starts to shoot the other SCV, but doesn't actually get the kill on that. So yeah, the dust settles, and Replicant's got a 5 worker lead, even after being even after taking a bit of a beating in the early game from those Proxima Marauders. So yeah, Replicant with a really good hold, and is just showing some stellar macro at the moment. I was going to say it's time for a 3rd CC, which is on the way for both players. So even though Nicaract was a little bit behind on the natural CC, the 3rd CC is in line with Replicant, and yeah, both players moving out. So Replicant has the big drop here. Gonna lead with the Viking, which is the super smart thing to do, but Nicaract heading across the map with 3 tanks and probably about 10 Marines. We have almost the same here, 3 tanks and yeah, a whole bunch of Marines. Here we go, the unload happens, and yeah, Nicaract going to do the same thing, just going to pick up and head off into the main base. A couple tanks and 3 Marines coming back, but yeah, 2 full medevacs of Nicaract heading up into the main base. There's a tank a little further back. Ooh! Replicant getting the game number 1 over Nicaract, just with a GG. Replicant hitting that Replicant hitting that attack into the main base just before Nicaract, and unfortunately Nicaract with not much at home to defend it, and Replicant with an okay-ish hold in the main base, and that's going to be game number 1. Nicaract can bleed. Yeah, here we go. Ready, GLHF, off we go. Countdown has begun, and it's underway. Game number 2 is going to be on Alcyone. We'll see if Replicant is able to get the Replicant's able to get the 2-0 over Nicaract. That would be a result I can be honest to say I didn't expect. So let's see, as we have spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Alcyone, blue Terran player currently up 1-0 against Nicaract. It's Replicant, and as I just alluded to, the player who is down 1-0 from Platinum Heroes, he needs your energy. Give it up for the red Terran player, Nicaract. Yeah, let's see. Let's not forget how that started with the proxy double proxy double concussive shell Marauders, which just kept going. Number went up to 4, then down to 3, then up to 4, then down to 3, up to 4, down to 3. It got a little bit closer by Replicant, but Replicant doing such a good job of holding off that double proxy Marauder play, and yeah, Replicant doing a 10 out of 10 job there, hitting just before Nicaract, and just Nicaract being caught off just ever so slightly. I mean, that timing was what, maybe 10 seconds before Nicaract would have hit, maybe 12 seconds before Nicaract would have hit, and Replicant was just there in a hurry. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. As yeah, once again it's going to be a proxy racks and maybe proxy factory. Yay or nay? I thought Replicant would have been in a bit of difficulty from not having scouted. It's going to be proxy factory from not having scouted the fact that the racks wasn't at home. But once again, Replicant not going to scout in this game with an SCV. Instead, just choosing to be a completely economical. Yep. First, if the Reaper comes out, and let's follow it and see exactly what's up. Reaper's just going to dive straight in for the Marine. Marine kind of gets body blocked by the SCV. The SCV is going to go down, the Marine is going to go down. It's a nice little early game win here for Nickrack. Yeah, Nickrack's going to need to get out of there because that Reaper is on the way of Replicant, and you kind of just want to let that Reaper regen for a little bit. Can't be trading blow to something that has the same HP as you when you have no HP. So, yeah, Nickrack making the right call. Just getting out of there for now, letting the health on the Reaper regen as another one is about to show up. Okay, that is oh, excuse me. Oh no, it wasn't Nickrack. It was the Reaper of Replicant I was looking at. Apologies. Cool, so the the Rex throws down the reactor and the factory is gonna go onto that reactor. We'll see what Nickrack wants to do. It is gonna be a reacted Cyclones, so Cyclone out of Replicant as well. Let's have a look at the units here. We've got 2 Reapers and 2 Hellions against 1 Reaper and 1 Cyclone, but the reacted Cyclones of Nickrack are gonna hit, and we'll see if Replicant can hold on to that. Replicant sees the proxy racks just floating around, trying to give that high ground vision, and we'll see what Nickrack wants to do with that, and when Nickrack wants to hit. Probably waiting for Cyclones 2 and 3. Here we go. Cyclones 2 and 3 do show up, but Replicant I think is in a kind of okay position. Oh, the lock-on happened. The lock-on happened in the racks, and that's not something you want. The Reaper goes down to Nickrack, but the Cyclone of Replicant goes down. Yeah, 3 Cyclones are going to be a bit of a mission to deal with here. SCVs are getting pulled into fighters. Yeah, Replicant kind of needs to hold on there. There's another Cyclone on the way. It's about 30% of the way done with reacted Marines coming out here, but yeah, 2 Marines and a Reaper against 3 Cyclones. Replicant might be in a little bit of danger. Just good body block there by Nickrack, using the barracks to sort of force these units to go around and just filter down this ramp, filter through. So far 2 SCVs going down, and there's 4 Cyclones at the bottom of the ramp here. 4 SCVs so far. There is a Banshee on the side of Nickrack. And Cloak is going to be on the way. Oh, Cyclone's getting the lock on onto this CC. Means the CC is going to start burning. SCVs are going to get pulled into repair it, but the racks of Nickrack goes down, so there's going to be no high ground vision here. But Marine survives on literally 1 health. Probably both of those Marines survived on 1 health. Banshee now getting pulled in here for Nickrack. A lot of these Cyclones are red. Another 2 Cyclones show up. Nickrack happily mining on his second base. Is Replicant once again has held, but is now half down. Half the workers down. Banshee shows up, and that's going to be some pretty good DPS. Let's not forget this Banshee does have cloak, so there we go. Banshee cloaks up, and reactor gets taken out. There is a scan, so that's the only way that the Banshee gets dealt with, and the Banshee does get dealt with. The Viking is now going to land, and Replicant doing it once again. It's still a job of just holding on. Banshee. Oh wait, another Banshee shows up from the bottom. Banshee survives. Finally, there's enough energy for a scan, but that scan means that's not a mule. And with 7 SCVs and no mules, I think Nickrack is about to tie up this series with still reacted Cyclones being produced on Replicant side of the map. Now the Banshee is about to show up, and Nickrack just in a commanding position. Over 5 times the amount of workers. I mean, Terran mules are good, but I don't think they're that good. There we go, another Banshee shows up. Yeah, right. Okay, let's get into game number 3. Yeah, Nicorette ties up the series. Replicant unable to just hold the aggression this time. Maybe the Cyclones hit just a little bit harder than the Proxima Marauders, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Ghost River is going to be our final map between these two. Yeah, Ghost River going to be, as I said, going to be the final map between these two. So yeah, we shall see who goes on to face off against Azura. Oh, okay. Something's up somewhere. We shall see what's There we go. Ghost River, the final map between these two. As in the top right hand corner, for possibly the last time, for Team HTT, Red Terran SCVs, Replicant. And in the top left, once again, for Platinum Heroes, is the Blue Terran player, Nicorette. Alright, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up in game number 3. Yeah, let's see what's up in game number 3. Replicant going for the scout this time. And, I mean, you take a little bit of an economic hit there, but, I mean, the information that Replicant gains from the information you get and the just the comfort in knowing what exactly is going on in game number 3 on match point. Could be your last map in this tournament, or it's a deal breaker. This map, I guess every map is a bit of a deal breaker, but this is the one that you don't want to be too confident in what your opponent's going to do. When your opponent's just proxied twice in 2 games, your opponent's thrown it out there. And yeah, you kind of just want to be a little safe. Goes for SCV scout into a Reaper across the map, which gives you means you're taking a little bit of chance by throwing down your CC on the low ground, but at the same time your Reaper gets there, and that's going to force some sort of response from your opponent. So yeah, Replicant doing a pretty good job of starting off Ghost River with a bang. So far, identical builds apart from the unit coming out of the factory. It's going to be a Cyclone on the side of Replicant and a Hellion on the side of Nicorette. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out, and we'll see who wants to be most aggressive. I kind of feel like it's going to be Nicorette, and it is, with 4 Reapers and 2 Hellions heading across the map. Replicant, though, on the other hand, has 4 Marines, a Reaper, a Hellion, and a Cyclone. So I think just in terms of versatility, I think Replicant's army is going to bang just a little bit harder, but yeah, Necrex's army has the mobility, so in terms of control, in terms of DPS, I think both players splitting it up, but yeah, here we go. Replicant with some good control. He's going to be able to clean up this entire the entire push bar. One Hellion out of Nicorect. Replicant with a stellar opener to this game, number 3. Super safe, super sturdy. Just a really good defensive position. Double mule coming down. There's 2 Marines just chilling at the top of the Reaper jump up spot, so there are no more Reapers, but Replicant doesn't know that. Double Cyclone drop heading across the map. Replicant looking to take the game to Nicorect, not letting Nicorect breathe. This Hellion of Nicorect is going to try get in here, just get a little bit of scouting information. Not too sure where the Cyclones are, but here we go. Cyclone drop comes in here. They do land. Oh, some good micro here by Replicant. Is going to try to get as much value out of these Cyclones as possible. Oh, good. Oh, there's a good medevac. Micro medevac isn't going to live long enough to get out of there, but yeah, one of the Cyclones gets picked off, and the next one of the Cyclones gets to run home with 6 kills and 6 HP. Live to tell the tale as Replicant is moving out with 8 Marines, I beg your pardon, 9 Marines and a tank. Yeah, the Cyclone needs to go home for repairs. As yeah, Replicant is trying to get the trying to keep the pressure on Nicorect. But first Raven is on the way. Just confirm that. Second Raven is on the way, but Interference Matrix is halfway done for Nicorect. Replicant hasn't started Raven production or any sort of like upgrades or any sort of like upgrades for the Ravens. Replicant is just trying to. Ooh, Viking War happens. He gets the first shot off. The Marines are going to be able to get in there and get the kill. Get the kill for Nicorect. Nicorect wins the air battle there. A little bit of air superiority. Double Raven throws down double auto turrets, and that's going to get rid of the tank. Nicorect in a really good defensive position here. Yeah, realizing he's not going to win the air war is yeah. Replicant's just going to push in here. If you get enough done, let's sort of clean up the ground army here, and we're going to start to pick off a few of these SCVs. Ravens are alive. One of the Ravens gets picked off, but that's not the end of the world. The second Raven shows up. Triple Viking now is on the side here of Replicants, so that's going to be the air battle in favor of Replicants at the moment. But yeah, some scans go down. Both players see exactly what's happening on their opponent's side. Having a look back at home, there's a bit of Liberator in production here for Replicant, which is going to be really nice to push back these tanks. Sort of force the tanks to get out of their entrenched positions as, yeah, Replicant has the air superiority. It's sort of just checking what's going on. Yeah, the real difference here, I think, is the third TC that's been landed for Replicants. Not, okay, it hasn't been landed, it's been built on location. Third TC of Nicorect is done already. Yeah, Replicant well ahead in the air superiority contest here. Not landing those Vikings with the double tank sieged up over there. Nicorect just sort of in a good position here. The main base is getting kind of full, but there is a third CC. I should say there's the third orbital. Here we go. There's that Liberator. Gonna force these tanks to unsiege and get out of their entrenched positions. What I was talking about is yeah, here we go. Another Liberator on the way. Third CC about to finish up here for Replicant, but yeah, Liberator is really so powerful in this matchup, forcing these tanks to just sort of creep forward slowly. Here we go. Oh, auto turret's gonna do a huge amount of damage, but the 5 Vikings land. They're gonna clean the tank, and that's good. Yeah, Nicorect taps out. Replicant doing such a good job of keeping Nicorect pinned back. Replicant gonna take the 2-0. Wow. Keeping Nicorect stuck in the main in the natural base there. Adding on the Liberators was such a good idea there for Replicant, who yeah, has done what I didn't expect. I mean, I'm not too sure of Replicant's record or the MMR or anything, but Nicorect obviously a well-known person in CSO Cups, and yeah, Replicant is going to go on to face Replicant's gonna go on to face off against Azura in the finals, man. Wow, what a what a result, and that's going to be pretty awesome. We're gonna see if we can get Azura in the party and get some vetoes going. So I'm just gonna throw us into the Legacy of the Void cinematics. I'll be back in probably about 90 seconds or a minute while we get this one set up and ready for you. So yeah, I shall be back after that. A little bit of a shocker to me, possibly not to you, but I thought Nicaract was in a good position with the third orbital there. But yeah, it was not to be. The Liberators just proving to be so powerful, and then the 5 landed Vikings just getting the job done to wipe out all of those tanks. So yeah, maybe it was a misclick from Nicaract. Maybe it was a plan by Replicant, just showing him some dominant TVT there and getting the job done, going on into the final. So, as I said, I'm just going to throw in a little cinematic. I shall be back in a couple minutes while we set this up. Don't go anywhere. I will be back with some Cup 71 finals. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I hope you guys stick around to see who is going to be the victor this week.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy. The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
Alright, we are back, everybody. Apologies for the slightly extended delay. We had a problem setting up the party, and so I took the opportunity to make a cup of coffee. So, we have a PvT final between Replicant and Azura, and what a transition from the Legacy of the Void cinematic to someone who needs to summon the void. In the top left hand corner of Oceanborn, blue Protoss players. Protoss probes. For BBEX, it is Azura. And his opponent looking pretty dominant against Nicaract, hoping to continue that form into this finals. It is the red Terran SCVs. For HTT, it's Replicant. Yeah, PvT, gonna see something different. Well, we have yet another Protoss Victor. Or is a Terran going to take... this week's CSO Cup 71? We shall see. We shall see over the next 5 maps. Hey, Azura being a little bit cheeky. He almost got the block off on that factory. But yeah, we shall see what Azura even gonna recall that probe. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna risk losing it unnecessarily. So we have this game set up. The natural nexus has been warped in, 60-70% done. Natural CC is being built on location. Reaper jump up spot is completely blocked, and so yeah, Reaper is just going to be oi, oi, oi. Yeah, Reaper's trying to be super annoying here for Replicant. Yeah, Adept not going to get too much done. Yeah, got to shade back and chase forward, and that means the Adept is going to be able to either get back into a defensive position, which it is, which Azura has chosen for it to do, rather than to stay out on the map in an offensive way. So we shall see what how this first game pans out and what this means for the rest of the series. Thanks for sticking around and tuning in, everybody. It's finals time, and I hope you stick around to the end, because this could get quite explosive. We have 3 Reapers and 2 aliens heading across the map here. So only 2 Adept here to defend, as the Robo's finished up. A couple extra gateways on the way, but these 2 Adepts, are they going to be able to hold the wall? I don't actually know. With the shield battery here, that's a pretty good thing. Oh, this probe gets the kill. Wow. Yeah, a couple probes go down here. This is a pretty committed push here by Replicant. Going to get 5 probes so far. Okay, both aliens get taken out, so these Reapers are now going to try to get out of there. Oh, going to hop down onto low ground and try and get more probes on the way out. Go 8, 9 probes worth of damage. It's so much damage. This one Reaper is going to try to get out of there. It's not. Replicant going to commit, and unfortunately Reaper doesn't get anything, but 9 probes worth of damage in this part of the early game isn't too bad. Replicant throwing down a bunker, 100% anticipating the the counter attack here. This observer's in a pretty, in a pretty obvious place, but yeah, there we go. Medevac was boosting across the map, but instead has decided to come back home as double Adept is not going to get much done. Adept does shake back to safety. And yeah, we have an Immortal back home, charge on the way, +1 ground armor on the way. So yeah, Zora just be a bit defensive and going to try make sure that it doesn't die to anything too crazy. His units are as beefy as they possibly can be. So I'm expecting quite a bit of aggression out of Replicant, and opting to go for ground weapons, ground armor first. Here we go. Medevac is going to boost in, but there are 4 stalkers. One probe takes a little bit of hull damage, but that's going to be about it. There's no blink just yet. Just warp gate on. Just warp gate that's been completed so far out of both players. As third CC's on the way, and that's pretty much what is sort of like anticipated here. This Medevac in the top corner is going to boost out of there. Yeah, 2 Adepts just moving forward. I think Kazura is just trying to get a sense of what's happening out on the map and see if Replicant is anywhere, but it just looks like Replicant's trying to be a bit defensive here. Trying to macro up with interference matrix on the Raven, and the Raven already gathering energy. I think a Replicant might be in an okay position just in terms of defensive. In terms of a defensive posture, the Raven with interference matrix is it's going to be a good addition to Replicant's defense. Or offense, depends on what Replicant wants to do. But here's that Adept, just getting that scouting information, just checking to see where the army position is of Replicant. And yeah, you can see Azura down 20 supply at the moment, all of it in army actually. Oh, Adept is going to survive. Okay. The Adept does survive, he's going to shade forward and won't get the delay on the CC. But yeah, with a good scan up ahead, Replicant gets to see exactly what Azura is working with. The drop comes back down in the main, but those Stalkers are going to be enough to hold that off. But here we go, the Raven throws down a couple auto turrets. Is going to survive as Replicant is now sieging the natural base. Okay, oh, Storm drop out of the War Prism is going to take out the tank and get a lot done. Looks like Azura is going to be able to push this back with the double Immortal and 3 Stalkers. Maybe not. An auto turret comes down. It's going to distract the Immortal and the Stalkers a little bit. Adding a little bit of DPS here. I think they... Oh, good Storm here out of Azura, out of these War Prism. Good War Prism micro as well. Keeping that Immortal alive in red, in the red bars, but yeah, this War Prism micro is actually such an annoyance to deal with, but looks like Azura is going to be able to muster up just enough with these charge lots. Okay, Widowmines are going to burrow and... Oh! Yeah, one Widowmine gets picked off here as... yeah, it doesn't look like Replicant wants to go home just yet, but at the same time, there's so many Medivacs here. Medivacs making up pretty much most of the army on the front lines. A couple more Widowmines do show up as a 4th base is being taken for Replicant, with this map presence doesn't want to actually... Oh, 4 High Templar in this War Prism. You don't want to leave that War Prism too far near the front. As we go, oh, good feedbacks on these Medivacs. Going to be able to reduce the amount of healing of this army. Okay, double Widowmine does go off, clears off the Zealots that were at the front there. Replicant doing a pretty good job of keeping the pressure on here. Those feedbacks on these Medivacs have been actually so important in just stopping the healing power of this Terran army. But now these reinforcements have shown up. Replicant's in a good position to keep this pressure on. Oh, great War Prism micro there, keeping those Zealots alive just a little bit longer. Missing that Widowmine fire, but it looks like the Replicant might just have too much here. Almost triple the army supply here of Azura. Azura, unfortunately, not in a good position to defend this 3rd base. As Replicant's gone up to 4 bases. Looks like mining has already started to happen on that 4th base, or is that mining on the 4th base? Replicant is such a good position and is going to take a 1-0 lead 9 minutes into this final. Excuse me. Yeah. Our maps are going to be Oceanborn, Alcyone, Amphium, Crimson, and
The
Side
Swarm
Delta. So
brought ruin to our world.
if we get to Side Delta,
Our proud people
pretty brutal series
became
on our hands. but,
refugees.
yeah, Replicant just looking so strong.
And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the color,
Has begun.
the sacred union of our every thought and emotion.
Deadly by Replicant. Continue the momentum into the finals. That's my bad on that scene transition. That was the absolute wrong one. Of course, let's happen to go back to the Legacy of the Void cinematic. But nonetheless, it doesn't really matter. We have in the bottom left-hand corner of Alcyone, the Red Terran player for HTT up 1-0, Replicant. And in the bottom right-hand, in the top right-hand corner, Blue Protoss Pro for BBEX, it is Azura. Yeah, let's see what game number 2 has. see what game number 2 has in store for us. Yeah, it's yeah, just yeah, just a usual standard start out of both of these players with the buildings exactly where they need to be. We'll see if Azura wants to recall this probe. Looks poised to do so and does do so. Yeah, not too much. They barracks into factory into CC, pretty much as expected. What to expect? The Reaper shows up. Going to do a little dance with the Adept, but not too much is. Yeah, not too much really underway. Oh, what a cheeky little grenade usage there by Replicant to hop over the wall. Yeah, hops over the wall, and we'll see his one probe for one one Reaper. That was yeah, and looks like paid off. Yeah, happened, you know, the Conqueror RX. Yeah, CSO Cup happens every 2 weeks, so have a look at our Twitter or even our Discord. See, someone can post that link for you to join. You'll get notified when we host our next tournament, and yeah, it'll be good to have you participate. Replicant coming across the map here with the double Cyclone. I think the Adept Shades might have just scouted that, possibly not. Yeah, it looks like that probe was poised to take a third base and is going to not take one now. Double Cyclone lock on to the Adept. The Adept pullback is very good. There we go. That third base going to come down now as yeah, Double Cyclone lock on onto this. Is going to start to work away at these shields. Guardian Shield gets popped up by the Sentry, which is going to help quite a bit, but here we go, the Marine gets picked off, and that's going to be enough time for Replicant to pick up this Double Cyclone and head up into the main. Good blink. Yeah, good blink there. He's going to be able to get the Medivac, gets the Medivac, so these Cyclones are dead, and Azura playing a really good game number 2 here. And both Cyclones go down. The final shot to that Cyclone picks off a Stalker, which is really nice. Really nice there for Replicant to get something out of the final shot of that Cyclone. Azura playing a really stellar game number 2, looking to bring it back this time and even up the score. We'll see if he can do it. Some Stalkers heading across the map, 4 Stalkers heading across the map, as it looks like there's a Raven going to the north side. Do a little bit of harass here. Bunker's about to finish up as yeah, supply depot's been queued up over here. We'll see 4 Stalkers might look to blink on that tank. Tank shells away. Okay, the Stalker's gonna just get rid of that SCV, building the supply depot, and have and just back off. Here we go. Raven's gonna come in here with a auto turret to harass, and there are 2 Stalkers in the mineral line. They can do a good job of just mitigating that damage. Oh, this Raven just threatening another auto turret. Doesn't have one, has one now. So it's threatening another auto turret is yeah, 2 auto turrets, two probes. So not good, not bad, not great. It kind of is what it is. As yeah, the The Terran mules are just mining, letting Terran get that little bit of an increased in mining. As Azura is up to 3 bases. Azura had that slight increase, but yeah, Azura is up to 3 mining bases. The Terran has not gone for a third CC, so it looks like it might just be a huge 2-base push here. 47 SCVs, and yeah, Replicant might just be... That observer was just spotting everything, seeing exactly what's going on here. Now that the observer's been taken off here out of the main base, I wonder if Replicant's going to throw down a third CC with these 4 stalkers just poised at the front. Just going to see the exact timing of this push. There we go. So we're now going to see, okay, so now you're moving out. Warping's happening on the right hand side here of Zella warping. Going to look to hit the main. There's going to be a Zella run by coming in here. These stalkers keeping tabs of this army, and Azura's going to know exactly what's going on. Yeah, here we go. I'd like to see a couple extra shield batteries just to make sure that there's enough sustain for this army. Get some stalkers getting warped in. Charge lots coming in. Okay, these charge lots on the north side look like they're coming back to defend. Cuts a couple of these units off. Replicant pulling some SCVs. SCVs fighting zealots on the bottom side. That's not where you want your SCVs. You want them tanking. But Replicant deals with the Protoss on the north side, deals with the Protoss from the south side. Now the zealots are hitting in the main base as, yeah, Replicant's economy is a bit shattered. Yes, shield battery overcharge gets popped, and that's going to be enough for Replicant to back off. He's going to be fighting into a shield battery overcharge unnecessarily. Here we go, charge lots come on. They are going to get on top of these 2 tanks, but they do get cleared up. Those zealots are still in the main base. It's good force field splitting of some of these units. Like I said, I'd like to see a couple extra shield batteries here for Azura. Azura might not need them though. These stalkers and Immortals doing such a good job. Immortal gets taken out as 4 more zealots get warped in here at home. Those charge lots are still in the main base of Replicant, probably dealing with the any sort of reinforcements, but Replicant is doing so much damage. His double Wooderman, Lapier's Wooderman, oh, that Stalker gets rid of the tank, and that's going to be a lot of the siege power out of Replicant's sails here. Okay, the barrier from the Immortal gets popped, and could start taking damage now. These 2 Wooderman on recall, but here we go. The Woodermans get taken out. Those 2 Woodermans get taken out. There's a shield battery overcharge. Not going to be enough to keep the Immortal alive, as this army from Replicant is so low. Oh, War Prism. Oh, War Prism drags the Wooderman shot into these units. There's a lot of these units for Replicant are yellow and red, and I mean they're literally just a 1 shot away. Azura target fires down the Liberator. This is one chaotic battle. Both these players neither wants to give up here, but it looks like Azura is just going to have enough to get this done, and is going to have enough to get this done. Those 4 zealots in the main base have done so much damage. I didn't even have a chance to have a look to see if there was any more, but yeah, Azura gets the job done and ties up the series. Whew, what an attack that was. What a play. Both players microing their hearts out, using the War Prism to drag that Wooderman shot over those units was big brain play by Azura, and that's going to be could possibly be what won the series there, or what won the map for Azura. Just getting that little bit of extra splash damage. Over the units, and just, whittling some of them down from what could have possibly been a 2-shot to a 1-shot. A few stalkers. I mean, the shield battery overcharge not keeping that Immortal alive, I thought was going to be a huge moment in that game. Turns out it wasn't to be, as Azura's able to level up the series, and that's that's pretty big. Well done to Azura. Yeah, well done to Azura for leveling up the series. We'll see if we're just going to trade games, and if we're going to get all the way to that ace map. Until we get there, we have what's a map we don't see all too often, but one that it is my pleasure to introduce the player in the bottom left-hand side. The Red Terran SCVs had so much momentum coming into game number 2, but Azura stifled that, and we'll see if the momentum continues. So Red Terran SCVs for HTT. It's Replicant. As in the top left-hand side of Amphion. Blue Protoss probes for BBEX. Played a great game 2 there. Looking to keep the momentum going. It's Azura. Whew. Yeah, what a series. A nice back and forth here. Nice a battle and that engagement. I think the zealots coming down from the north there to catch a couple of those SCVs. Just take a little bit of that meat shield out of Replicant's sails. Actually probably just bought Azura so much time. Probably bought Azura actually so much time, which yeah, could possibly. I mean, you saw how tight that. Saw how tight the final engagement was, and so for that to be, I mean, it's those tiny little things that could win or lose you a game. You have to go Replicant with a scout, just coming off and scouting the entire main base, seeing what's going on. Everything is as it should be. Azura, no scout this time. It's going to be factory into second CC. Second CC being built on the high ground. Replicant not taking any sort of chances. Doesn't want to be caught out. Beg your pardon. Doesn't want to be caught out, and yeah, we'll see the Reaper jump off spot being able to be blocked by a single pylon, and yeah, Replicant still just gonna hop up here. Seal can't hop up, and said it is blocked off. So yeah, this Reaper of Replicant not gonna get too much done. Replicant just gonna have to stay at home and focus on things there for a moment. Extra barracks getting added on, so yeah, not too much to talk about in this early game, which is pretty normal. Charge on the way. Warp gate being upgraded now as a starport gets added on, and natural CC's morphing into a orbital. Everything is as it should be. 3 more gates on the way. So I mean, 3 more gates is going to take us up to 4 gate. We'll see if it's going to be. What's the next upgrade out of the Twilight? It'll probably be Blink. There's not much else in terms of choice, but yeah, chronoing the charge. It looks like it might be 4 gate charge. Replicant has patrolling, has a Cyclone on patrol, and 7 Marines just chilling, waiting for something. Azura's probe getting bounced off and not throwing down that third nexus. We'll see when Azura notices, because floating a little bit of money that should really be a nexus at the moment. Oh, I can't believe that Reaper gets the probe. Azura must be absolutely fuming. The fact that nexus it has been delayed by that much, and Replicant gets the probe. Damn, Azura must be not very happy. But yeah, we're gonna go with 4 gate charge. Yeah, 4 gate charge. We'll see. There we go, another 4 zealots getting warped in here. We'll see exactly how much damage Replicant can get done with these. Azura can get done with these charge lots. Oh, the door gets closed just in the nick of time. Azura going to use the warpism to just elevate up into the main base. The double medevac drop was heading across the map, is now coming home. We'll see how many SCVs land up going down before these medevacs get back. Oh, medevacs decide they're just going to go across the map and try to do counter damage. So many SCVs have gone down here. yeah, medevacs were coming back to defend instead of decided to go across the map and hopefully get something done. Yeah, 4 zealots is going to try to drop onto this tank. Tank going to not be able to deal. Yeah, not going to be able to deal with these 4 zealots, and I think that's just going to be it. Azura just needs to defend at home. Okay, there was a recall of fewer depths. It's not going to be enough. 3 stalkers not going to be enough down here either. Okay, shield battery's getting warped in, but that's not going to be enough. When's the next warp? When's the next round of warping is going to be available for Azura? Is there a recall? No. No recall on this Nexus either, so there's just these zealots wreaking havoc in the main base. Not much is going to happen out of here. Okay, so there's a Liberator on the way, which is great, but I mean, Replicant has this little bit of bio in Azura's natural, and okay, last Stalker goes down, and it's just some probes. Wow, okay, I mean, the dust is going to settle. The SCV count is very low. It's 14 to 20. Zealots just absolutely destroying Replicants' economy. It feels so bad for Replicants just not being able to deal with these 4-gate charge lots. Here we go. Probes are trying to do a little bit of a citizen's arrest as there's some shield batteries keeping these probes alive. Yeah, Replicant doesn't want to let this go. He's not letting Azura breathe. Azura's yeah, Replicant throwing out 5 more racks. I don't see where you're going to have the money to build out of those racks, but right now Azura doesn't have the money to build either. Replicant might have just done it with these what's left of these 5 Marines. This is quite crazy what's actually going on here. Here we go. Zealots are just going to get shuttled up here, but yeah, need a player wanting to give up. It's just going to be a medevac war prism battle over here. Yeah, I mean, Replicant is yeah, has landed mules, has liberators to defend the mineral lines. Okay, there was enough money for a stalker. The stalker's going to be able to chase this medevac away. Now the medevac's going to unload, and this war prism's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, war prism loses its shield, and you don't really want to be losing that when you only have 13 SCVs. Terran only has 13 probes. Terran only has 7 SCVs, but that's not too bad when the Terrans have mules. So there we go. Replicant is being a little bit annoying. Double medevac healing on. Oh, one Marine just. Yeah, one Marine gets strays a little bit. There are the 4 zealots in the middle of the map, but both Azura and Replicant are quite busy. These 4 Marines are being super annoying. Good control here by both players, just really taxing the micro. It's a low econ, high micro kind of game here. Game number 3, neither player wanting to tap out and give the other person the advantage and map pointers. Here we go, Guardian Shield gets popped in that sentry, gets absolutely obliterated. 4 Marines just doing the job here. Great control, just pulling these low HP units back. There we go, 4 Marines take out those 2 Stalkers. It looks like Replicant with these 4 Marines might just have enough to turn the tide. Okay. These zealots coming to the main base is, yeah, there was another Liberator production. Not too sure what happened there, but yeah, looks like there's 4. The Liberators, yeah, the Liberators come forward, and it's just going to deny mining on Azura's natural. Okay, Azura's just going to tap out. Replicant just showing the strength of that Terran micro, just showing what you can do in these. I mean, I really thought Azura had it there, and Replicant was like, no, I refuse. Replicant saying, not today, not on my watch. Those double medevac drop was heading across the map, was coming back to defend, and Replicant just said, no, I'm going to go for it. We're gonna win this. And, yeah. It was won. It was won by some crazy Warp Prism medevac micro. Both players showing some such high skill level, high micro, and yeah. Replicant gets it done with 2 medevacs and 2 medevacs and 4 Marines. Yeah, I can't actually believe it. I really thought the game was over. I thought the jig was up and that was going to be it. What did you guys think? Did you guys think that a replicant could actually bring it back. I mean, that was such a crazy game. That was something else actually. But yeah, we are in game number 4. And yeah, this player in the bottom left-hand corner, Crimson Court, the Red Terran SUVs, is currently on match point and plays for Team HTT. That's a replicant. And in the top right, looking to bring it back. I really thought he had it in that game number 3, but replicant said not today. Blue Protoss player for BBEX. Azura. Just going to switch a light on. I shall be back. I have returned. The light is on. Although not entirely needed when sitting at computer screen. It's always nice to have a bit more light, so that is what I've opted for. Yeah, it looks like a pretty standard opener once again from these two players. Replicant currently on match point, and yeah, Zero just with a probe in the main base, just running around. Let's see if it's going to be. Yep, same thing it's been the last 3 games. Recalls the probe home, and yeah, Replicant can throw down a CC on location. Reaper makes its way across the map. Depth will pop out relatively soon, and that's how it goes. I can tell the future. Wow. Wow. That has got to be one of the most annoying things to deal with as a Protoss player. Replicant must be like, wait a second, dude, where's your adept? Azura's had to force out the second adept just to be able to deal with this Reaper, because the first adept is popped out in the dead space between buildings, like. That must be so infuriating. Reaper and the Hellion, here we go. Now a little bit of lost mining time here. Gets 1 probe. Yeah, just the timing being slightly off is probably super annoying on the side of Azura, but I mean it's not game-ending damage. One probe is not game-ending damage. How many are gone down? 2 probes. Not really. You just hope that one random adept hasn't thrown Azura off too much. Probably not. Let's get a Marine and it's going to get picked off. Probably hasn't thrown Azura off at all. Wow. That was a yeah, not very good. Not very good at all. But here we go. The engagement is going to happen here. Cyclone, medevac, 1 Cyclone, 1 medevac, 1 Reaper, 1 Hellion, 1. Okay, two more Marines show up. Okay, both players are trading off units here and there. It's not crazy damage that's happening right now, but the yeah, Reaper's gonna hop up into the main base and once again just look to be super annoying and just get a little bit of lost mining time with some Really annoying Reaper grenades. Medevac's going to come in from the south side of the natural. Go Cyclone, 3 Marines. That's enough to force a pullback. Replicant just seems to be on a mission. Oh, blink. The blink is good, but it's not going to be enough to get rid of the Medevac. Okay, now 2 Stalkers in the main base. That's good. Azura positioning Stalkers out at the front. Looks like he wants to go across the map and get some counter attack, counter damage done. Oh, that's going to be a cleanup for Azura, and that's nice. Azura feeling much better after having taken out that Medevac, knowing that there's a Cyclone and 3 Marines in there. That's a good pick-off. That's a good pick-off, and now Azura is not in a position to do anything to get that random adept unstuck. Oh, the Raven! The Raven! Oh, the Raven gets picked off at the cost of nothing. The cost of just some hull damage on these Stalkers. A little bit of a delay there as well. So Azura is sort of getting a little bit of momentum, getting a little bit of a swing. 5 more gates on the way. Charge. So here we go. We're seeing the gateway explosion. 6 minutes into the into this game number 3. We'll see 1 Stalker just keeping tabs on those golden minerals. Keeping tabs to see if Replicant's going to resume mining there. 3rd CC is on the way. Just right there in the front part of the wall. Creating a little bit of Sim City. Double Forge. Okay, so Replicant's looking to take this game a little bit further. It's not going to end anytime soon. 3 more gates finishing up, but Double Forge shows that Replicant's sort of setting up for the mid, going into like solid mid game. Here we go. Stalkers come in, they do a little bit of damage. That Stalker's not going to see the move out, and that yeah, there's a little bit of a feel bad moment there for Azura, not seeing this when you have a Stalker on in position to spot this. You go these SCVs getting shot by the Stalkers. Yeah, Azura is now 100% aware that this is Replicant's plan to take out these golden minerals and to head over here. Okay, you can load up a Medevac and deal with that 1 Stalker that's denying that CC from landing, and yep, Replicant just gonna expand in a northward position. Azura has taken the triangle and is upgrading 1-1, so there are a lot of, I was gonna say, there are a lot of idle probes here, which I don't think was intentional. Wow, that is a lot of charge losses. Is that going to be chrono? It is going to be a double chrono on these upgrades. Azura looking to hit a really nasty 1-1 timing here. The Stalker's going to try to blink out of there. They do blink, and this huge amount of Marauders is what Replicant's going for. Replicant's just going for like a mass Marauder. Here we go. The 40 charge lots from the main base pretty much going to come in here and challenge Replicant's 3rd base. Here we go. Charge lots. You have some Stalkers coming in from the south side. Azura doing a good job of microing out of the Widowmine shots. Tunneling clause hasn't been... for the Widowmines. Yeah, looks like this is going to happen. Yeah, this engagement is happening on the north side of the map here. Drilling clause is what the upgrade is, not tunneling clause. Drilling clause hasn't been upgraded, so the Widowmines do get revealed after firing. Looks like Azura is going to try to keep the pressure on you. Both players even in army supply at the moment, but Azura trying to hit from 2 different angles. There is no tank on the high ground here to defend this position, so this natural base is a little bit exposed here for Replicant, but Azura pulling the army away from the 3rd is now going to come in from the north side. Oh, there's 6-minute marks. So many charge slots dealt with, but I mean there's zealots in the main base once again. Azura doing such a good job of just getting in the main base and just being super annoying. There's double Woodamine production armory on the way, and the production of the replicant now being camped. Azura is camping the third base, a good force field, keeping these units back. Here we go, the main army of replicants is now coming in, but yeah, okay, so that's going to be clean up of these charge lots. That's a good win. That's a nice little win there for replicants. It's going to be able to push out this aggression. Azura taking the 5th base. In a pretty good position, but Replicant needed that. Replicant needed that win. These concussive shell marauders doing such a good job of just sectioning off those zealots, making sure that they don't actually get out of there, so that it can get cleaned up. But Azura is coming into the natural, into the third, into the natural, into the third. I'm waiting to see another war prism. Is there a war prism? No. Waiting to see another war prism and some charge lot war pins. There actually is not even a robo, so I'm waiting to see a warp prism. Some charge lot warp pins into the main base or something, because yeah, replicant just getting pulled apart. Now there's a good section of army that's been sectioned off to defend the third, to defend the natural, and this is where Terran can get really scary. They've just built up bio, just trying to defend, and there we go. Finally, finally, Replicant is at an army size that's 50 greater than that of Azura, and might look to just sort of snowball some sort of momentum here. Would like to see the medevac upgrade for energy, because these medevacs have 0 healing power at the moment. Caduceus reactor or something, that would be a really good a really good upgrade for this point. When your bio is this far stemmed and you have this many medevacs, you really want to be able to pick up the health of your units, because there's only so many times that you can stem. There's another stem that's going to cost a few more HP. These armies are just battling it out here. Replicant, do the Caduceus reactor, man, please do the Caduceus reactor. It will be such a boon to your army. You have such a huge army supply at the moment, double that of your opponent before this zealot warp in here. But there we go, it's just Blink Stalkers and charge lots against Marine Marauder medevac. So okay, there's another mine. Okay, he's gonna fire. Weakens it, zealot takes one out and weakens the next. Here we go, Stalkers, Marauders, Marines, all just battling it out. Is there a shield battery overcharge? There isn't a shield battery overcharge. Okay, no. There comes a Liberator. Liberator's just gonna allow the turn to sort of siege. Just 19 SCVs go down. That was due to some DTs. DTs in the mineral lines. Replicant needs to win this now, or else Azura's gonna tie the series. It's got 14 SCVs as DTs, just absolutely wrecking the minerals, and Replicant just not gonna be able to get it done. Doesn't look like it. 14 SCVs against the 75 probes, that's just too much. Those DTs absolutely wrecking the mineral line. One DT is still alive. Just working his way through the 3rd CC. Oh, it's a feel bad moment. Yeah, I mean, it's not oversaturated by any means, but you know, with the Protoss up on 5 bases, probably looking to take a 6th soon. Yep, there we go. Looking to take a 6th on the bottom side. Replicant really needs to get something done and get it done fast, because oh, good Woodamine. But yeah, you go, there's 3 zealots just gonna slowly walk their way up into the main base. There's no defensive tanks or anything. In terms of units, I mean, Replicant has a pretty good army. They've been fighting this whole time, 1-1 against 2-2. Making these engagements look really close, but yeah, I just don't see how Replicant's going to be able to bring this back with only 14 SCVs, only making units, because there's 75, 78 workers on the side of Azura. Azura just running, you know, zealots in every now and then. Look at all these mules not being able to mine, because there's 3 charge lots that are going to absolutely wreck them if they stop. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. This map is done. We're going to go to a game 5. Azura takes game number 4. GG. I was really hoping for a series. I was really hoping for us to go to a game 5. It would be so great to see. Azura is such a good player, and we've just seen Replicant play really well against Nicaract, and now actually now showing getting pushed to the limit here by Azura, and we're gonna go to game 5, Site Delta, a very normal map to decide Cup 71. Can you actually believe it? Wow. Wow, what a what a game, what a series we've had, and actually what a cup we've had. Yeah, both players are ready. We're gonna go into game number 5. The last map of this cup, and you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure. We've seen some cheese, and we've seen some long games, but most of all, we've just seen some bloody face smashing between players, and players just playing really well. 10 out of 10 gameplay today, and yeah, thanks to everyone who participated. But it's not over yet. It is not over till it's over, and it's not over, ladies and gentlemen. In the bottom right hand corner of Site Delta, for the very last time this week, it is the red Terran player playing like an absolute beast for HTT. It is Replicant. And in the top left hand corner, with what a comeback in that last game, blue Protoss player for the last time, hopefully not for the last time. It is for BBEX Azura. Let's see. Once again, I'm expecting the most standard of standard openers. This probe's made its way across the map, and that's pretty much it. Let's just give this probe a little bit of a follow. We can have some motion while we just reflect on how this Cup 71 has gone. I mean, it's been a good one. We have no idea how BBEX's Azura, how the games went against Defiance or against Gref, but yeah, Captain Fish with a 2-1 over Lambus. That was a cool TVZ series. Lambus was up 1-0. Captain Fish bringing that back, and then showing us a good holdout against Nicaract, far exceeding his own expectations in that game number 2, which is about 6.5 minutes. So yeah, pretty good. We had Mini Zerg go up against Gref, which is kind of rough in the very first series of the tournament. It was just a cheeky cannon rush into a cheeky cannon rush. So it's been a good tournament. It's been a good Cup 71. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're not done yet. We have one more map to go. It's just been a pretty slow start. Just have a look at the bracket and just think back on what a day it's been. It's yeah, we're looking to set this up with a no one has lost anything. It's Marine first into double Hellion. And that's about it. Into double Cyclone. We'll see if either of these players can get some early game damage, or Hellion's heading across the map. Site Delta is also a pretty normal map, and yeah, there we go. We see a wall off by Zura, and that's the most exciting we're actually going to see. Okay, targeting on the pylon, low HP, lowest HP structure, but the full wall off before the double stalker warp in is a nice touch there by Azura. So yeah, we're about to get into a phase of the game where it's going to start to get a little bit active. Blink is about to finish up here. And yeah, Hellions start in. Both going to, okay, one Hellion doubting, gonna get taken out. Second Hellion just checking the positioning of this third base. I like the Hellion splitting up. And yep, bunk on the way here is Replicant loses that Hellion and just wants to be super safe. Tank positioned a little bit further behind us. Yeah, Dip gonna shade and cancel the shade. Just keep tabs on. Keep tabs on what is where. There's no War Prism in that last game, which could have made things a bit cheeky. There's no Robo at all actually in that last game, but there is a Robo in this game. This is super standard. Observer gonna show up, making making its position known with some movement, just as Replicant was waiting to swap add-ons. So yeah, Replicant spotting the little shimmer and taking it out. Nicely done. Yeah, Forge is on the way with Templar Archives and a couple extra gateways. So yep, Azura just sort of checking the boxes, getting that splash, and we might see some storm drops, which would be super cheeky. Barracks number 3 and 4, actually that's barracks number 4 and 5, getting built in the natural there, sort of in the front, because yeah, Replicant is now being found out. That move out is that cyclone getting that stalker. Stalkers getting absolutely battered here, but the stalkers did their job. 2 stalkers go down, but what they've done is they've Replicant's been found out and instead has decided to stay at home, posture himself defensively with these 2 tanks set up, spread apart. Southstorm is done as we've got 1 more Templar being warped in, and the 2 Templar. Yeah, 1 stalker takes some serious hull damage, but yeah, Replicant just setting up on 3 bases, just sort of being safe. I was going to say Azura probably going to take the 4th, and is going to take the 4th right about now, as War Prism is on the way with 2 extra gates, and yeah, it looks like both players are just setting up for like a real serious mid-game bloodbath. The tanks in this game are pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be a really good game. I thought the Caduceus reactor was just missing in that last game for Replicant, with so many medevacs and absolutely no healing potential. Medevacs completely drained every single time that an engagement happened, was just completely drained. So yeah, Azura's moving out, Replicant's moving out. Oh, the Warp Prism with 4 High Templar gets sniped, and that's... Woo! Replicant must be feeling pretty good. The boost of the medevacs is used to stay completely stationary, as there's some High Templar over here, but they're not, have absolutely no energy. The army of Azura comes back. They're both moving out, and Azura comes back and just in time to defend. Once that War Prism got taken out, Azura must be kicking himself for letting that War Prism just wander through the middle of the map, as yeah, a couple of charge slots get found out here by Replicant, who seems to be doing a pretty good job of crossing his T's and dotting his I's. 1 charge slot makes it through, but yeah, it's not going to be too much of a mission here. There's a double medevac drop that is going to get spotted by this pylon. We'll see if Azura is going to be able to react in time. There's going to be a recall into the main base, which is a boon in the side of Azura, because that's going to be able to help this 4 medevac drop in the natural. That other medevac drops in at the fourth base, which is going to pick up the probes that are there. There's not much to defend that for now, but there's a lot stuck behind each other here. This Sim City, self-inflicted Sim City here by Azura is really damaging those storms. It's absolutely brutal. There's that drop in the fourth base. So, had absolutely nothing to defend it. Double Water Mine, still wandering into that. Without paying attention, there's some more Marine Marauder here. Marine Marauder Mine. Some big storms, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be it. There's another drop in the main base here. Replicant doing a good job of just being in Azura's face. Azura has no Artosis pylon, so the pylon goes down, but nothing gets unpowered. Medevac's going to lift up and get out of there, and all they're going to be able to survive. All they're going to be able to save is just 2 Marines. Oh, okay. The empty Medevac is getting targeted down. Widowmine, yeah, Widowmine. Just going to unburrow and get back. Looks like Replicant is just going to 120 for the army supply. Replicant is such a huge army advantage at the moment. The Marine Marauder Mine is doing a good job, but here we go. Replicant just with so much army. Replicant just hitting so hard. Upgrades were 1-1 against 1-0, so Azura opting to go for attack instead of defense here. But whew, what a game, and yeah, what a series. Whew, the last 7 maps from Replicant have been. The last 8 maps from Replicants have been absolutely monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. As took the first game against Nicaract with a time, and it was 10 seconds before Nicaract, and Nicaract came back. And Replicants just been on a roll, on an absolute roll. Azura having 2 good fights there, and I really thought Azura is in a good position in this game, but Replicant just massing and just hitting in different locations all the time. That this last game was a little bit shorter than I expected it to be, but Replicant just showing how strong and how strong the Terran timings can be. The picking apart of an opponent, not having the exact amount of units you need to defend something, and just how difficult it can be to defend against the mobility of a Terran DPS army with these medevacs. And yeah, I'm just watching the final battle now, and yeah, you can just see from Azura, it's just like, what the hell, how you have so much stuff. That's going to be it, and yeah, just going to be a GG, and that's going to be all she wrote. Actually, I thought this would have been going on for a little bit longer, considering that it was the last map of the series, but last map of the cup. But yeah, we are going to have a Terran victor for a change, and really nice to see. Thanks to everybody who has participated. We really appreciate it. I appreciate having something to do on my Saturday night that involves StarCraft and you wonderful people. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and I honestly look forward to seeing you guys again next time. So yeah, on behalf of myself, Linglad, and on behalf of CSO Esports, we would like to thank you for joining us for Cup number 71. And yeah, as was alluded earlier, there's TL.net that has a list of the calendar with all the tournaments where you'll find our stuff. You could also follow us on Twitter. Our Discord link is in the chat, and yeah, follow us on Twitter or join our Discord where we have an events tab, and you can see what's happening and when it is happening. And yeah, we look forward to having you guys again next time. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again probably next weekend for Contender, which is possible. I could be wrong. Hopefully not, but we'll probably have Contender next weekend, and then Cup 72 the weekend after, unless something's changed or I have my dates completely wrong. I guess I should go check. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll see you guys again next time. Until then, take care.